There is another read I would like to do. Hello again. This is non-political. If you are into entertainment or pop culture, you know John Mulaney, the comedian, has just put it out there that he is now with Olivia Munn and they are having a baby together. It's been sort of the thing of tabloid gossips for a little while. And he just went through a whole thing where he he went to rehab and left his wife, and then somehow Olivia Munn was sort of in the mix, and everyone said, oh my God, I think she's pregnant, and she is. And from everything I've heard, he is a nice guy, and, you know, of course I feel bad for his marriage, and I'm sorry for any pain there. But who knows what happens in people's private lives? I don't know, I can't judge. So let's read on them and their future. Let's see. Just checking to see if any cards are upside down. There are not. It's interesting, this Ace of Cups, new emotion. I mean, that's exactly right. That's what he is going through right now. I mean, he's in love, and I think he's also very happy that he's having a baby. Even though he always said in his stand-up that he's not gonna have kids, although what he always said is that he and his wife that he was married to were not going to have kids. But I guess life changes. A burst of emotion can change everything. Sorry to be a little crass or graphic here, but I also think the cards are being a little funny and literal with this card because we all know what other kind of burst makes babies. It's almost like the cards are saying, you ask about a pregnancy, this is how it happens. So, let's do a little shuffle. These just sort of popped out. It makes me feel like this Justice card, like, if you know, like we might think that we're seeing him be unjust in his marriage, but that it was like the right thing. Like there was an imbalance in the marriage, and this is balanced now. Two of Swords, very self-protective, certainly. Five of Wands, a lot of fighting going on in his life. I'm sure it's a little chaotic. Knight of Wands. Maybe it's a little boy. I actually take that back. A page would be a child, but a knight is probably him. And again, this speaks to his passion. I think he was following his wand, so to speak, which I think was new for him, as I do feel from this read that he usually lives in his head. I also think he allowed himself to be led by that passion as an escape from what these cards show to be fighting, defensiveness, and even loneliness in his life. I do want to do a spread, but I just had to look at those cards real quick. Mulaney and Olivia Munn. John Mulaney and Olivia Munn. Show me, I don't know, show me them. We got the Magician, Manifestation, Power. So, funny side note, after I did this reading, I told my friend that I had just read on this, and without saying anything specific about what I got, she told me the term manifestation was going around on Twitter in regards to Olivia Munn manifesting this. And of course, I almost died because of this card that we got front and center. So the story is that Olivia tweeted some words of support to Mulaney last December 2020, and everyone's joking that there's some power of manifestation in those words, or manifestation in this case. So Spirit definitely has a sense of humor that this even came to my attention, and maybe there's also a message on that, that maybe she is the one who made it happen, and he let it happen for his own personal needs and reasons. You know, maybe this was some kind of fate or destiny or something powerful that brought them together. Maybe he was fighting his destiny before. Covered by Page of Cups, the baby, the pregnancy. That's actually kind of cute. You know, the Magician has control over everything. He might be a little bit of a control freak, I wonder. And then the Page of Cups is sort of like, I don't have control over this. Oh. Okay, let's put both of these at the top. Judgment and Queen of Swords. Certainly he's being judged. Queen of Swords, that could be her. That could be his ex-wife. She could be judging him. She could be angry. She could be... People maybe are defending her. You know, people who don't really know, but just in general want to defend the wife. So that's certainly on the surface, yeah. And I don't know, maybe people who, not just people who don't know, or people who do. There could be a lot of judgment there that he's dealing with. Nine of Pentacles in the past. This would be, you know, you're very well off financially. You're making a lot of money. Huh. Did money sort of change things for him? Let's see. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to do Beneath the Surface. I keep doing that. Oh, Beneath the Surface. Two of Pentacles. Juggling. Two things. The Hanged Man. I mean, I hope he does take some time off. I mean, this Two of Pentacles Beneath the Surface concerns me a little bit. I think he is struggling a little bit. Like, this takes me to at least what I know, like the mind of an addict who might be just at least having the obsessive thoughts. Don't do it, do it. Don't do it, do it. Don't do it, do it. Back and forth, back and forth. So he might be dealing with that beneath the surface. So maybe they're just gonna chill out. And you know, this can also be like a spiritual awakening, seeing things differently. I mean, in a weird way, it's almost like he went through like a tower, you know, year, and everything sort of fell apart, and he sort of did all the things that I'm sure he doesn't want people to know. And that can give you a very different perspective, and I think that's where he is going to be for a little while. Like, he always was the good guy, the good boy, the everyone loves, and now he's sort of like done this thing. He's being judged in all these ways. Might be struggling a little beneath the surface here. You know, I wonder if his ex-wife was a rich girl, rich woman. To be honest, I get shopaholic here, or hoarding materialism, even to the point of obsessive. And it makes me wonder if both he and his ex had addictive behavior. I don't know. This is based on my cards and my feelings for entertainment only. But I feel an unhealthy materialism that's behind him now. And he also knows he will lose a lot of his own wealth in the divorce. And that is something he had to let go of in order to move forward. So, what's he up to right this minute? Let's see. The Star. Oh, it's funny in this card. This Star card looks pregnant. I think they're just very excited for this baby. Is sort of taking center stage in their life. Oh. King of Swords. You know, I think he's writing a lot. This new perspective. And he's writing. He's gonna have a lot of new material, and it's gonna be exactly a whole new perspective from him, and he's gonna, I think, be really funny. I mean, people's lives fall apart. It happens. Just doesn't always happen so publicly for the rest of us, but Ace of Pentacles and the hopes and fears. I do think he's hoping to get a new deal, a new show, a new something, but I think things are going to be on hold for a little while. And long term, oh, hello, strength. Well, you know, good. Strength, you know, in this beneath the surface, this concern that his mind is sort of going to these places. I think he keeps saying that she has given him strength or is his strength or something. So that's interesting. Let's see if we can get a few more. Queen of Wands. This feels more like Olivia Munn, Queen of Wands. This feels more like the ex, I think, at the surface, sort of judging. So, you know, it seems like that he'll still be with her. Ten of Swords. Wow. I mean, it's kind of like I was saying or feeling in this new perspective. It's just like he's just going to get all the swords in his back. But that can work for a comedian to go through because you have so many stories to tell, and then it ends up helping other people who have gone through, you know, 10 swords in the back. I mean, I don't mean to laugh. That's really sad. I hope it doesn't mean that, like, it doesn't work out. The Fool at the base, the starting over. Starting over can be really painful. A lot of things come to an end. So I've thought about these final cards a lot, and they really are concerning. I wanted to just see the positive, but I'm actually feeling something else. I think that Ten of Swords could be a rock bottom in his future that could actually even end it all, or will at least be dramatic enough that he starts over completely. If you noticed, I immediately associated this Strength card with the Two of Pentacles beneath the surface, which I felt as his addiction thoughts, and could even literally be representing pills he's taking or wanting to take, I'm afraid. I would love that Strength card to mean he has strength over it all, but I'm afraid it could be the other way around, or a battle that he's having in that sense. So there are times when this other thing has strength over him. And I'm afraid she also becomes a bit overbearing. And that Fool card is like he either has a new beginning here in this world after a rock bottom, or it's a new beginning on another plane completely. So I hope he stays here for his daughter or child, who is also represented in this Fool card, that new life, new beginning, new adventure. So, of course, I wish him the best. I think if he enters rehab again, that will actually be a good sign that he's taking control. But I do feel there is a power struggle here for sure within himself. I think he had to go on this new adventure, whatever it is, it had to happen. And that sort of is what I felt in this Magician, like the forces sort of took over in this situation, especially with this baby. This baby wanted to come into this world. You know, maybe he went about this wrong. I don't know. Did he have an affair, you know, in secret? That always seems very wrong to me. I do think that's wrong. But it seems like there were some things, that it was a powerful event that occurred. And there can always be confusion. I mean, this Two Pentacles is confusion as well. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Maybe that's part of also that obsessive thinking that kept him from being honest with his wife. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Definitely he's losing money. I think that from the Nine of Pentacles to the Hanged Man seems like it's saying he's not making as much money, which is why it's on his mind here, this Ace of Pentacles. Man, he's going to go through it, but I think he's going to be okay, and that this just sort of had to happen for him. So, besides this Ten of Swords, which is sort of everything coming to a painful ending, so I don't know. Best of luck to everyone. Right now, he's feeling very trapped. The trapped feeling I got here was about paparazzi and cameras, not the relationship. Just that he can't leave his home as freely as he used to. And maybe struggling with sobriety as well, in that he can't escape stress in the ways he used to. Here's that Justice card again. There's that Knight of Wands again. Oh, interesting. And that Two of Swords again. And what in the world? The Five of Wands again. The fighting. These cards coming up again after I completely shuffled several times. But the fact that these same cards that popped out at the beginning of this reading came up again like this at the bottom of the deck at the end, which is so strange, brings me again to this feeling of his own repetitive thoughts. And maybe that's what he's really trapped in. And I think that Justice card is also in his head, like he's obsessively judging himself and maybe wanting to punish himself. And I just hope he can find some healthy relief from that. So yeah, he's going to continue to deal with self-protectiveness and fighting. And, this is why he wants to retreat. He's feeling a little trapped. All eyes on him. This Page of Cups does look like a little girl, doesn't it? Either way, it looks like a little cutie. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.